Hi, I'm here in the home of Drew Schwegman, the Action Coach here in Fort Thomas. Let's hear his story today on People of Northern Kentucky. So, welcome to People of Northern Kentucky, Drew.
Thank you, Fred.
Can you tell me a little bit about your background and about your family?
Absolutely, Joy. Well, first off, thanks for having me on. A little bit about my family and background. So I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, actually. My father worked for Kentucky Fried Chicken for about 30 years, so we were in Louisville, had to stay overseas for about 18 months in England growing up, and then kind of moved around a little bit more. Got back to Louisville, Fort Thomas, Lexington, where I went to high school and college, and then came back to this area in about 2001. So I've been back for, 15 years now? And prior to that, my grandfather was a physician here in Fort Thomas for a little over 60 years. So we have strong ties to the area. And once Dad retired, and I met my wife, who was from Fort Thomas, that's how we wound up back here in 2001, 2002.
Well, I see evidence of little kiddos here. Can you tell me a little bit about your wife and kids?
Absolutely. So my wife is Emily O'Connor. She's a dentist here in Fort Thomas, and we've been married 10 years this past year. We have three wonderful kids. Aiden is age 6, Fiona is 4, and Tristan, our youngest, just turned 2 yesterday. So when we're not busy, we're busy, if you can believe that. Absolutely.
All right, so tell me a little bit about your education.
All right, Joy, I'll do my best to do it concisely. So obviously went to the University of Kentucky, and that's where I met my wife. So big We Bleed Blue, and the whole family pretty much went to UK on her side. After college, came back. I worked in accounting for 9 years for Pricewaterhouse here in Cincinnati, and did tax planning and strategy for their small business group. So to say I'm good with numbers would be an understatement. I enjoy kicking them around a little bit. But after 9 years with Pricewaterhouse, went back, got my MBA at Thomas More. I wanted to continue my education, and then that's when I really got turned on to ActionCoach as an organization. And after doing about 6 months of due diligence and back and forth, made the decision in 2011 to walk away from my career at PwC and buy the franchise for ActionCoach. And we had our first child. Aiden was born at that time, so pretty scary, but well worth it. Wouldn't change a thing.
So is that one of the reasons why you did Action Coach, was to be with your family?
Absolutely. I enjoyed the people aspect of working in accounting. I don't think I was built for sitting in an office all day long. I really get energy from being around other people and seeing them be excited about something. That excites me. So this was an opportunity, one, to create the lifestyle that I wanted, which was spending time with the kids and also helping people, achieve what they wanted to. So it was a good fit.
So you're an Action Coach. Exactly what is an Action Coach?
Great question. I hear that a lot. So as an Action Coach, I'm an owner of a franchise. We are a worldwide franchise. I just happen to own the state of Kentucky. And being an Action Coach, business coach, we work with small to medium-sized business owners and their teams and really get them focused on what's their strategic plan for growth, right? So a lot of people do marketing and sales, which is great, and there's tactics involved with that. I want to get in and teach the business owner our system for helping them grow the business and build their team so that they can eventually have a commercial, profitable enterprise that works without them if they choose to. So a little bit different than consulting, where you would come in and kind of say, here's what you're going to do. We work with the business owner to help them get where they want to be.
All right, so can you give me just a tip or two, like you would for a business?
Absolutely. So the first thing, our what would it be? Our holy grail, if you will, or the tablets that come down from the mountain, are testing and measuring. Really understanding the results that you're getting from the strategies that you're implementing in the business. If you're going to do marketing, oftentimes, and I'll raise my hand, I'm guilty of it too sometimes, we jump from idea to idea and not really 100% sure, is it getting me a return, or am I just kind of spending money to generate leads, right? So First and foremost, we test and measure. We want to get you done understanding your numbers, getting back to the basics, right? Putting the fun back in the fundamentals of business, and really, do you enjoy doing what you're doing? And do you understand why you're doing it? And so testing and measuring, one of the tips is start looking at the numbers. Once you start to focus on something, that's when you're really going to understand, okay, what do I need to do strategically to improve that situation? So that's where we start with everybody. Get the basics.
Got it. What kind of businesses do you work with?
I have worked with every type of business. I like to say it's a business agnostic coaching is. What we teach works across the board. 99% of businesses are the same. It's the 1% different is your product or service. What's interesting is I've worked with web design to insurance agencies to attorneys, and what you find is they all have pretty much the same challenges, same issues, and that's what we work through. So once we understand that business is business, we help you understand how to do it a little bit better.
Well, I saw you on TV, the local station the other day, something to do with the Fort Thomas Business Association. Can you tell me what that was about?
So that was our initiative. In addition to being an action coach, also proud to be the president of the Fort Thomas Business Association. And as part of our new deal, new initiative for this year, we wanted to bring Small Business Saturday each month instead of just waiting until November to do it. And what we found is our local business owners really appreciated the idea of, why wait? Let's see if we can't drive business all year round. And so we were on the spot that you saw, put that together to really get the launch out there, let people know what was coming. And we were really successful in our first one. We were really excited about sharing those results with our members so that they can say, wow, maybe I need to be involved with it next month. And we're going to get them there.
What other things does the Fort Thomas Business Association do?
Great question. So one of the other things we're actually working on as a board is we're really changing what we do. We kind of came up with a new mission this year, which if you don't mind the acronym, it's ACES. And the A is we want to become advocates for our small business with the city. We've got great partnership. We want to strengthen that. And we can be that voice for the business owners. Maybe you can't get out to a council meeting, or maybe you've got something going on and you by yourself don't feel confident enough to go after it. So as the association, we want to be your voice. So that's the A, the advocacy part. The C, we want to collaborate, get business owners actually working together. So that was part of our small business deal. We had 2 brick and mortars, and then we had some pop-up shops, people that are in home, that they had a place they could come set up their wares. And so really getting people to start thinking strategically on how can we build the community. The E stands for education. So we're looking at, in the second quarter of this year, starting to bring back some of those lunch and learns. What are some of the topics that are top of mind? Marketing's obviously one, sales, everybody wants more business, right? So we're looking to bring our members in that specialize in those areas. I'd love to say Action Coach is going to do it all, but that's not my place to do it. I want to get the other people involved as well, to really bring education and some value back to the owners. And then S is support. None of this works if we don't get the support of the people in our community. So we really want to get people engaged, get them out of your house, go, think Fort Thomas, think small, local, before you go to the big chain, the big box retail. Why not? Well, we don't have anything to lose by thinking about ourselves first and then go outside. But we really want to get that going and drive that. So that's the mission right now.
Do you have any other hobbies or anything else that you like to do out in the community, as busy as you already are?
Outside of being a coach and being a father, I love playing guitar. That's one of my things. I've been playing since I was 6 years old, and I'm 37 now, so 31 years.
Wow.
You'd think I'd be better, but I enjoy it. I enjoy playing baseball with Aiden. He's getting into that. He's starting into the league stuff this year. So it's all those little things. When we're not here, we're racing Corvettes, or we're doing other fun things out in the community. Other associations and other groups that really I pride myself and spend time with. I'm a member of the Lions Club here in Fort Thomas. Our mission is we serve. We do eyesight exams for those who can't afford it otherwise, and also glasses for those individuals. served as a treasurer for them for 3 years, and now kind of off the board but still engaged. And we actually have an event coming up in March 19th. It's our pancake breakfast. So that's one of our big revenue generators so that we can continue our mission. What other things do we do? I think between the kids and finding time for your spouse and yourself, we try to pack it all in, but really enjoy, spending time around the community and hanging out.
What are some of the things that you enjoy doing most in Northern Kentucky?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that. So being where we are, as you know, with the river right there, we spend a lot of time going over to see the Reds. It's nice to be in Kentucky, but have access to the Bengals sometimes. Now, the Bengals are great. We have season tickets to the Bengals, so we go to sporting events in Northern Kentucky specifically. It's really getting down some of the local breweries, Braxton and Covington, kind of getting to hang out with the people that are in the area and getting to know them a little bit better. So finding those things, we like to go and spend time at the Barringer Crawford Museum with the kids. That's a fun place. DeVue Park's great. I attempt golf. I love the game. Not very good at it. Obviously, if I was, I would be professional, but I like to play the different courses. Remember Highlands Country Club as well, and really like the guys and the ladies that are up there. So other things we do, we go to the pool, we just kind of hang out, play baseball now. Got to be spending a lot of time at the ball field. And, can't think of anything else. I'm sure it'll come to me.
Good. Is there anything you would like to tell the people of Northern Kentucky directly?
What I would like to tell the people of Northern Kentucky directly, I guess will come from it from a business standpoint. I want them to know that there's actually a resource out there for them. There's tons of resources that are great through the universities, the small business associations. Getting involved and realizing that you don't have to go on this journey by yourself. You are, let's say, the best painter you can be or the best plumber you can be, but maybe you're just not 100% confident in your ability to run the business, the operation side. Just know that there's somebody out there, and there's other coaches. There's a lot of people that throw out the moniker of being a business coach, and that's fine. Just realize not all coaches are created equally, if that's fair to say. And just know that there is a resource, and to look it up. Do your research, Ping me, email me, let me know. I'm happy to sit down and have a conversation to see if it's the right fit, because 3 things have to happen. 1, we got to make sure that we can actually get you a return on your investment. I don't want to waste our time and your money. 2, I want to make sure that I can get you there faster than you can do it otherwise on your own. And 3, it has to be a good fit for me, personality-wise. If we don't enjoy each other's company, we're probably not going to be working together long. But just realize that there's resources out there to help you actually achieve what you want strategically.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Every Thursday at 10 a.m., get to know your neighbor by catching a new edition of People of Northern Kentucky.